Again, I'm Information Officer Giovanni Herbert for Department of Information and Public Relations, attached with the Ministry of Communications and Works at Seatrade 2024. I'm heading over now to the convention center, and this is day one of the exhibitions. We have a initial briefing with everyone, and then they roll out and everybody exhibits what they have. And I do hope to bring you highlights, updates of the Virgin Islands representation here at Seatrade. We are here at the session that has the director of the BVI Tourist Board, Mr. Clyde McCoy, as one of the panelists. And so we're going to see how we can capture that moment. And we're going inside now where he's about to go live. And, as one of the panelists speaking on the event.
Thank you for having the British Virgin Islands on this panel one more time. As I mentioned, the cruise is on fire in the BVI. We have never seen this number of guests come to our territory from cruise ever. But that doesn't come with some challenges, which we are working desperately to make sure that the experience in the destination remains top of the line across the board. And one of the things that is in our favor is that we have all the islands that are very close to each other. As we all know, the BVI is the sailing capital of the world. And when guests come into the territory, they're able to sail from island to island, different islands, and experience different things. So the BVI is a destination within a destination, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. And that is one of the ways we are managing the guest experience throughout the territory. And as my colleagues have mentioned earlier, we kind of have to work together to ensure that the sustainability of the Caribbean maintains at a very high level. We can't do it on our own. We have to work in concert with each other. We have to work in concert with the cruise lines as well. Because I think most people in this room will agree that the Caribbean is the hottest cruising destination in the world, by far. And the hottest is the most beautiful in the world. And if we don't work together to preserve what we have and to prevent things like over-tourism happening, the territories and the countries lose as well as the cruise lines lose. So my parting message is that we should all continue to work together, share information. We can't work in silos. We have to work together to ensure that the experience across the Caribbean is second to none. Also, from a sustainability perspective, we've looked into making sure that we bring in some community-type tourism activations. We have some new businesses that just popped up in the British Virgin Islands. One is called Taste of BVI, where persons can actually cook and actually try different foods in the British Virgin Islands that you necessarily can't find anywhere else. Even at our Pier Park right now, we are in the process of, we just became Green Globe members. And becoming Green Globe members, that's the step in the direction for us to become Green Globe certified. We're also, during the pandemic, we didn't rest on our laurels. We didn't just sit down and wait for the cruise guests to come back. We did several developments in the territory. We built signs on each island. We did some of those on each one of our major islands, and we had local artists paint what the islands are all about there. So bringing the community involved in these type of projects really shows the interest that we have in cruise. Actually, one of the signs, when you take a picture, you actually see the cruise ships in the background. And we did that by design to make sure that persons remember that when they were in the British Virgin Islands, they were on a cruise in the destination. One of the things that we're also excited about, and it's from a sustainability perspective as well, is we have now businesses that have actually gone on the cruise ships to offer what it is we have as a destination. We have a candy company, his name is JD's Candy. They actually now provide candies on the turn down service made in the British Virgin Islands on the ships. And we look forward to encouraging more and more of that in the destination. Last year as well, we had We did several training courses in the BVI to develop our hospitality and the way how we treat people when we come into the territory. One of them we did was for the taxis and tour operators, and it was extremely well attended. Extremely well attended. And we are getting reports that the tours are getting better and people are enjoying themselves more in the territory.
This came out of the state of the industry expose there at the convention center, and now we are seeing the portions of displays by various nations and countries. Shortly we'll be going in a little deeper with the representatives here from the Virgin Islands here at Seatrade 2024. So it's a little noisy now as persons are on the floor. We will be highlighting some of what the BVI has on display, and persons visiting the booth here in Miami.